foundation laid. And today, my big goal is to work towards getting these initial big accomplishments: a million users and a million CU computer units on servers that are overclocked 200%. So I'll play the game. I think, you know, if some people show up, we'll see what we have to talk about. Could go in a lot of directions. I'm always up for talking about politics. I actually just ran a show last night that was a trivia show on the World Affairs Council channel that I run. We did current events, global affairs, and some pop cultural stuff. That was a lot of fun. I'm thinking about doing a trivia show like that here on this channel. If there's interest in it, just a lot of fun. Love doing it. Got my stream set up here. Pretty good with OBS and with voice meter, and I've got my stream deck and my lighting and all this stuff figured out. So if there's any questions about that, we could talk about that stuff. But for now, let's play this little game here. So I picked up where I left off yesterday, where my next objective is to increase workstations to 20. To be able to do that, I'd have to move into a bigger office building. But if I move into a bigger office building, I cannot get the 1 million users in the smallest office space accomplishment, which is a primary thing that I'm trying to do here. So if I look at the list of objectives here, the list of achievements for the game, I've got 5 of them already. And the ones that I'm going to work on today are Overclocker, produce 1 million CU with servers at 200%, and small but efficient, reach 1 million users while still in the smallest office building. And I can do both of those. I don't know if I don't know if I'll complete both of them tonight, but those are the 2 that I'm going to be primarily focused on getting. If I look at the ones that I have already, we can just check in the game here. 5 of the 29, I have them highlighted across the top of my screen so we can track progress as we go through it. I've got enjoy your stay, I've got interview, I've got employment machine, I've got you're out. Still working on a bunch of these. And I've got not so creative. So not so creative because I named my social media site Facebook. That's how you get the not so creative achievement. So that's an easy one to get right up front. Some of these are a little bit more complicated, such as Overclocker, million CUs with 200%. That has to happen in this building. And then, or I'm sorry, Overclocker doesn't have to happen in this building, but I usually do it early because they're not servers that I necessarily want to keep running in the long haul for the business. So I kind of look, I don't want to say like they're throwaway servers, but I don't usually intend to keep them around forever. I might just let them sit in my server rack. I might end up selling them, or I don't know yet. And then a million users. So just to cover what I'm trying to do here, my overall objective, this is what I call a speed run. And the speed run I define as getting 100% achievements accomplished in 1,000 days of gameplay. And the reason it's 1,000 days of gameplay is because one of the achievements is to play in game for 1,000 days. So that's the fastest I could possibly get 100% of the achievements. Where things are tricky are, for example, this one I'm working on today, to have a million users in the smallest office building. That means I can't follow the next milestone. If I was just going for the milestones, I'd upgrade my office right now. I'd get an influx of cash from my investors, and we'd keep going. But because I'm trying to do this speed run, I'm going to stay in this office space, try and get my million users here to get that accomplishment. The rules for my speed run are: I have to play it in career mode, I can't use any mods, and I can't use a rescue save, which I don't know if that's the right term. It could be a little bit confusing. A rescue save would be if so for example, if I went bankrupt and I had to restore to a save point in order to keep playing. Bankrupt is an achievement. So I would get an achievement and then I would go back to a save point and essentially undo that achievement, even though I've already got it. So if I get an achievement, I can't go backwards. And that's why the biggest threat here is actually probably going bankrupt, because if I go bankrupt, I can't get to 1,000 days without reverting to a save point. So the last thing I want to do is to get to like 700 days, 800 days, and then go bankrupt, which I honestly tend to do because I get a little excited about hiring and buying components, especially in the late game. So that's probably my biggest threat. But right now, For today, for this next hour or so, we're going to focus on moving towards 1 million users and 200 CU of overclocking. So we'll take a look. What have we got here? And if anybody jumps on, just comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. And I don't know if you're as into this game as I am. I've been pretty excited about it over the last couple of years. But if we look at this office right now, I don't really pay attention to this stuff. I'll share the tips that I use to play. I don't mean for it necessarily to be a tutorial on the game, but it's really kind of a quick and dirty run through. I'll do some things that are not within probably the spirit of the game just because they help me get the accomplishments faster. I don't typically pay attention to a lot of this stuff, but I like to have all the alerts turned off, so I'll just I don't know that I've ever actually gone through and read all those. Probably useful if you're getting started with the game. It's a fun little game. I've spent way too much time playing it. All right, so I got to figure out where I left things off. Let's take a look at my features. All right, so I have some room to upgrade features here. Do I have stock for it? Yeah, I could put a little bit into it. Let's get that up to 30. I am going to focus on the 200% overclock computers up to 1 million CU. I tend to focus pretty heavily on efficiency up front, and that helps me require the fewest number of servers, and I'm able to withstand DDoS attacks and going viral much more easily. So you'll see me put a lot of resources into efficiency, especially on these sites that I expect to keep around for a while. Right now, I have a maximum capacity of 300, let's call it 350 users. So I'm at 30, level 30 out of 50. So that means if I maxed out level 50, I would definitely not be yet at 1 million potential users. So I'm going to have to upgrade frameworks once more. So that means I need to get the Qt Framework 2. Let's see what that's going to cost me. Qt Framework 2. To install that, I'm going to need $300,000. So I could take a loan. I'm not afraid to take loans, especially early in the game. I'm not going to have any investment offers, so I probably won't have that option. And I need to get profitable as quickly as possible. So the first thing I need to do is get profitable so that I can grow and have money to invest in these different things. And I'm in a pretty good position to be able to do that. I'm close to profitable right now. I'm only losing $1,000 a day, which, it sounds like a lot, but it's not insurmountable. I have 2 sets of text ads. I'll be looking to upgrade my ads to video ads pretty quickly here. I think I need 2,000 research points to be able to unlock video ads. But as soon as I get that, I think that'll probably be the next thing that I actually research. As it stands right now, I'm just about perfectly matched between my available views and my contracted views. So my ads are at the right spot, but I'm only currently using 20% of my available capacity. So what I want to do is pump up my marketing and make sure that I'm adding users. So I don't know if I want to increase my budget too much because I don't want to drain my cash too quickly. Let's see where I am on my sales contracts. All right, so wait, let me look at that one more time. So I'm in day 2 of 10. I don't think I can double my user base in 10 days. Maybe I could though. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna have my sales guys start researching 500,000 contracts for 500,000 views. Right now I'm doing 250,000 views. Let's all right, so that's about where I am. All right, let's leave it there. Maxed out on views. Maxed out on views. 630. All right, so let's get a little more aggressive here. I've got 8 days. Let's turn up the marketing. Let's spend $5,000 a day and see if we can increase those stats. I'm actually going to turn these off of auto renew and just kind of cross my fingers by the time 8 days comes around that I've got the revenue to upgrade those. So this is pretty much the staff that I'm going to have at this point. my goal here, like I said, get profitable, pump up my features, get users on, start generating some money. Once I get users coming onto the site, I'll, for the short term, rely on some shared hosting resources. And you can see already I'm starting to, at my peak, get up to like 60%. If I get hit with a DDoS or if I get hit by something right now, that could probably cause a little bit of a problem for me. My site is actually not growing right now. So let's take a look at what is going on. What is keeping my users from flocking to the site? You can see here it's dead flat. Could be my response time, because that's not going to make people very happy. Do I think it's my response time? So this is a little perplexing to me. Oh, I didn't have my marketing program turned on. There we go. I had increased my budget, but I didn't have it turned on. See, I'm burning through cash fast. Got to get these. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I'm going to have to keep an eye on what happens here over these next couple days. What I want to watch is I want to see this number get up to 600,000 before I run out of money and before these contracts run out. Does not look like I'm going to get there. I can undersell a little bit, meaning I can sell a 600,000 view contract at a lower rate. Oh, but I'm going viral, so that's going to help me increase my users. I got to keep an eye on my server load. I'm starting to get close to maxed out. Let's see. Oh, 400. That's a nice little jump there. And this, like right now, really just is a rush to increase my users so I can sell more ads. Selling more ads, I'm going to accept these. I always accept them. I don't care. I'm just going to spend the money because I want to keep people around, keep them happy. That's totally fine with me. So sell ads, increase users, sell bigger ads, because that's what's gonna pay for everything in the game. All right, so my 2 contracts have both expired. I'd be losing $8,000 a day. I didn't quite have the 600,000 that I wanted, but I've got 500,000. So I'm gonna sell these contracts. Let's see. All right, this is my only choice. So basically, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna say 500,000. I'm gonna get it for the 10 days. And I'll just negotiate the best rate I can get, which is not going to be great. All right, well. Oof. All right, let's he's not moving a whole lot. Let's see. I just don't want to chase him off. Let's not piss him off too much. All right, well, I'm going to accept it because I don't have another offer for that salesperson. And I'm a little bit stuck there. So while I'm here, see, I'm trying to get this guy upgraded. So I'm going to let him keep researching. I'm not going to decide on renewing that contract yet, though. Let's see how this one goes. All right, so this is the higher rate. Got to do the same thing because I'm stuck here at this 500,000 level. I'll negotiate it. Let me try and I'll start with him at 5. See what happens. 40. All right, he came up 40 cents. I'll come down 50 cents. 37. He came up another 30 cents. I'll come down another 30 cents. He came up another 20 cents. I'll come down another 20 cents and he'll take my offer. Boom, took my offer. All right, so what does that do to my cash flow right now? Ooh, still pretty negative. I can't can I survive at that rate for another 10 days? Like barely. I could take a loan. I could roll the dice and see what happens. Like I said, I really don't want to go bankrupt. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Where's this guy training wise? All right, let's get him upgraded. And let's have him researching $1 million contracts or million view contracts. We'll drop that one. Million view contracts. We're not going to renew. Same for this guy, million view contracts. We're not going to renew. Right now, I'm at 500,000. So I need to double that. And I've got enough room in my potential user cap. So I'm going to keep dumping money into marketing. And I'm going to go take a loan. And I'm going to actually, I think I'm just going to grab up both of these loans. So I have a little bit of breathing room. And we'll see if I can get to them. I got to do something about my servers here too. All right, let's see what I got to do about my servers. Network component. All right, I need my developer to start doing some network components. Actually, why don't I start doing that? So I'll start building some network components. This will allow me to buy some more shared hosting. We'll stay on this shared hosting while I build up my user base, try and get profitable, generate some cash, buy some servers. Good plan? Good plan. Let's do it. All right, I'm just going to peek in on my... Oh, I did get an achievement. What achievement did I get here in the meantime? A small loan of $1 million. I took out the loan. Woo! I should have some kind of like animation or something for my loans. So which one is this? Here we go. Let's bring that one out. There we go. Small loan of $1 million. Right there it is. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and save the game here. Time Attack. I told the story on the first episode. I don't know, maybe on the second episode too. But Time Attack was the name of my first company that I started. I was super excited about it. My name is Mike. My son's name is Tyler. Tyler Michael. And so Time Attack was supposed to be Tyler Michael Incorporated. I was very excited about it and fancy because I incorporated. Totally didn't need to at the time, but whatever. And I thought also it was very clever. It was a tech company, Time Attack, Tyler Michael, technology. Nobody got it. Nobody cared. Nobody could pronounce it. Nobody could spell it. It was a disaster. Only to be topped by the name of my second company, which I also thought was very clever, and wasn't. It was too clever by half, as they say. All right, so I've taken my loans. I'm growing my base. Let's see what I can do. I'll keep an eye on the hosting. Probably add an instance as soon as I've got enough units here. If I see, people don't like that. If I do that, then I start losing users. The other thing we can do at the same time is upgrade efficiency, because that actually reduces my server load also. So that'll help quite a bit. And now you can see instead of like being maxed out, I'm in this like high 60s, low 70s. So that actually bought me a little bit of time here. I can also add now an instance here. And all right. Okay, so let's add one more instance. We should actually be in pretty good shape for server hosting for the time being. Let's check in on my features. I wonder, I might actually hire, I can't hire anybody else in this office space. Let's, I could hire another designer and pick up one of my, let's hire another designer. I feel wacky like that. All right, so I'll switch over to being a recruiter and I'm gonna bring a designer and all right, let's go. So here I wanna be a little bit more selective. I'm gonna be looking for somebody with that potential efficiency up in the like 195 plus range. I don't want to spend a ton of time on that. Oh, there she is. There's Sean. This is who we're hiring. Boom. Congratulations, Sean. You work for me now. All right, we'll put you back on development. I like having you make some of these network components, but let's also keep you going on that. Who's producing here? What's your story? All right, you researched all your contracts. So the other thing I like to do is sort my contracts by value and just kill the low rate ones so that I can research more and have more higher rate options. That way, if I piss anybody off during negotiations, I'm not totally screwing myself. So we'll just lop off some of these cheaper ones. And you can see a huge difference, man. Right now I'm on text ads, so I'll get 350 per million impressions, but that's ridiculous. Like if I can get video ads, I make double that. So it's so worth it to unlock video ads. I think I'm almost certain that'll be the next thing I unlock. I need 2,000 points for video ads. Let me just confirm that. Text ads. I'm going to skip right over banner ads. Video ads, 2,000 research points. So I really want to get to 2,000 research points. Short term, actually, let's just. All right, I'm not going to upgrade this guy because I'm going to remove him from his seat. I'm going to sit Sean here. I'm going to tell Sean to produce graphics and blueprint components. I think that's what I need, right? Graphics and blueprints components. Yep, there we go. And first I'll just give him a little training. And there we go. All right, we're back up and running. Everybody's producing. I've got research points going. Let me just check in on my employees here again. Just going to take it. Always, always, always. All right, let me, I like stopping the clock so that I'm not just burning through a bunch of time here, but let's see what's going on. Sales, do I want to upgrade sales? Yes. Developer, do I want to upgrade my developer? Yes. Do I want to upgrade my supporter? Absolutely. Who did I sit? I gotta check which one of these I sat, so I don't want to upgrade them right away. But I'm going to use this to upgrade levels. Confirm. I'm going to check in on this guy. I'll upgrade him. And I will start everybody training. I mean, I technically should probably wait until I'm profitable to start everybody training again, just so that I can keep production going. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's see. Oh, boom. Upgrade the features. All right, so I've got my level maxed out. I have potential users of 500,000. Once I upgrade my framework, I'll be able to get that to the million. If I can fill the users here, gives me definitely a strong enough user base to be able to get the accomplishment, the achievement of 1 million users in the smallest office space. So that's a big milestone. I have to, just because of the way the achievements work, there are certain achievements that I have to do in a certain order or have to do at certain times. And this is definitely one of them. If I move out of this office space, there's no way I can get that achievement. My speedrun challenge is done for. So that's the first one I have in mind. In fact, I should just kind of like glance through the rest of them. Oh. All right, let's stop the clock here. Where did we leave ourselves? So I did not get to 1 million users. I'm going to have to undersell these contracts again, which kind of pisses me off. The other thing I'll note is that I'm at 40 users. I'm trying to get to 100% at 800,000. So at my next major research should be 1.5 million. But I think it's too aggressive to think I'll get there in 10 days. All right, let's do what we got to do. 3.7, we'll negotiate it. Got to come down here to 8.5. Oh, how far do we got to go? Man, I'm going to eke out every dollar that I can here. All right, we'll max that out. We're going to negotiate it. I'll start up here at 530. All right, he's still happy. He came up 40 cents. We'll come down 40 cents. He came up 30 cents. We'll come down 30 cents. I'm going to feel like I'm going to piss him off here. Oh, came up another 20 cents. We'll come down another 20 cents. Is he going to take it? So I don't go crazy. Oh, I'm going to set that offer. I don't go crazy trying to negotiate. Certainly salaries. I'll pay bonuses. I'll give raises. Like, I don't care about any of that. I do want to do my best to maximize my ad revenue, because that's the money that's going in my pocket. That's what's going to let me keep growing. So that's pretty important to me. Let's see. All right. I'm going to not turn on auto renew quite yet. Let's get another contract here. Get this negotiated. Right, there it is. 10 days. Ah, these rates are killing me. Gotta get upgraded to video ads. Need to start cracking the whip on these researchers. Get them going. Oh, they came up 40 cents. Let's all right, so I'll come down 80 cents. Boom. Take it. Take it. Take my offer. No, you're not doing it. We'll get close. I'll still. No, that's not bad. All right, we'll meet in the middle. Okay, I'll take that. Let's see, where am I in cash now? Ah, still negative. Do I need to do anything different? You know, I'm gonna let these auto renew. And my goal is, let's make my goal 12. Is my goal 12? Let's make my goal 15. Start researching those contracts. Keep training. Squash these. You're training. All right, we'll check back in 10 days. 1.5 mil. That's the number of impressions that I've got to get. Right now I'm at 200,000 users and I've got 800,000 impressions, so I should easily be able to get there. I just don't want to lock myself into getting there within 10 days again. Let's make sure I've still got marketing running. Let's actually even, you know what? I'm going to do it. All right, here we go. We're going to make marketing 15 grand a day. I'm going to get there one way or the other. All right, we're going to stop training, research these contracts. We're going to let that expire. We're going to let that expire. I've got 10 days to get these views. I'm going to go crazy on my marketing. I'm going to lose, I'm probably losing what, 10, 15, close to 15 grand a day. But I want these ads. What's that going to do to my user base here? All right, we got to grow, got to grow, got to grow. This feels a little bit irresponsible. Let's see how we're doing on the investment front. Take a look at finance. Oh, see, now I have a chance to take bigger loans. I'm going to take the 600,000. There we go. Now I got a little breathing room. Let's check in. Accept that offer all day, every day. How are we doing here? 500,000. And I've got 4 days to do it. You know what? Make marketing 25. Actually, let's start another campaign. Can I do a text campaign? No. I can do an email campaign though. We'll make it another 15 grand. All right, let's see what we got here. We're gonna burn through cash, but my goal, like I said, is just to get to that ad revenue level that we're making money. And it's kind of a catch-22. Every time I make more money, every time I spend more money to increase the user base, I become less profitable and have to sell bigger ads. But like I said, my goal really is just to grow and grow and grow and grow as fast as possible right now. And a lot of businesses do that. It's kind of the nature of a funded business. A lot of business owners don't understand the difference between being a funded business and being a bootstrapped business. It's actually really hard for small businesses to get business loans most of the time because they are small because they don't have a proven revenue model, or at least have a proven way to increase profitability. Oh, there, I'm close to that 1.5 now. I'm gonna get there. How far out am I content? Oh, the contract's on today. So if I have to, I'll actually let those run one more day till I know, boom, I got my 1.5 million views available. I can max out these contracts. So we choose the highest rate, 430. We're going to negotiate. We sell the full amount. We're fully maxed out. We're going to sell it for 10 days. There we go. See, this is the kind of rates we're looking for. And we're not in those like $2, $3 ones anymore. This is going to make a huge difference. Huge difference. Now we're going to be talking about growth and getting this really going. All right, let's just get, don't leave. We'll get you like right in that. Boom, I'll take it. And I'm going to renew this. And the other thing I'm going to do is what do I want to do with your research? I have to upgrade again. So let's actually just make you research at, I'm going to say 2.5 million impressions. Scratch this. Come and sell your contract. Do the same thing here. Try and get similar rates. Get this locked in. Oh, can I get you a little bit higher? How about there? Hey, he took it. I made the same offer twice. Second time he took it. All right, so we'll make this 25 mil. Wipe these out. Fully maxed out on training. We'll let you finish your training. Just the training lets them research faster. The level determines how many contracts a sales rep can have in the queue. The speed determines how fast they can add them. So at the beginner level, they can only have 3 or 4, which isn't super helpful. It's nice to have 8 or however many they have, 10, something like that in the queue so that you can choose the one with the highest rate. But I'm in a good spot now. Let's see. Not profitable, but I'm spending a ton of money on ads. So I'm actually going to come not spending as much as I thought on ads. Where's all my money going? Oh, that one just ended. Okay. So let's actually just turn this one back a little bit. We'll make that 5 for now. And that's going to make me profitable. Boom. I'm profitable. Now I can pretty much do whatever I want. I've got all the time in the world to relax. And, okay, so I just noticed I'm going to have 2,000 research points very soon. And that means I'm going to have the opportunity to get video ads. So if I'm at 80%, 150,000, 1.5 mil. So let's do this then. Because I'm going to have video ads. So at my next renewal, let's make this 2 million. And make them expire. We'll do the same thing here. 2 million. They're not going to renew. So by the time those renew, and I got an achievement, into the black. What's into the black look like? Into the black. All right, let me update my pictures here. And there we go, into the black. I have achieved it. I synced up 7 of 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 29. Hit a quick save. And continue. And now that I'm profitable, you can see that I got my first investment offer. And there is an achievement related to investment offers. Let's take a look at what that is. Do I still have my investment offers here? There we go. All right, what do I need? Sell out. Own less than 50% of your own website. Okay, so if I go to my investment offers, venture capital, I can see my investment offers. Here's the offer that was just made to me. And it says I can sell 5% of my company for $110,000, which would mean that I have sold. I'll be left holding 55% of the company. And so the way that I get that achievement, own less than 50% of your company, is to sell more chunks of it. Now, much like loans, at this point, I don't care about selling parts of my company because late in the game, I know I'm going to be making so much money that it's going to be very easy for me to pay that back. And in fact, that reminds me, another one of my goals, 100% goal accomplishment, achievement accomplishment in 1,000 days, and also $1 trillion in cash on hand. So this number right here, I want that to be 1 trillion. Now, technically not a trillion because I don't think the game can roll over to a trillion. It'll be like 999 billion, 9999999. But that's what we're doing here. So Do I want to accept that? Let's look at my current valuation. So my current valuation is 2.1 million, and they're offering me $22. So they're actually offering me a little bit above market rate. Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever. It's cash in the bank. Um, let's see about. All right, we're gonna let this go here. Just check on my growth is flat. Did my marketing run out? Why don't I have new users joining? Oh, there they go. Do I have new users coming in? I guess just because I cut my spend back by so much. All right, we'll upgrade the performance here a little bit. All right, and we got the video ad. We got the we're able to unlock the video ads. So let's go ahead and do that. Unlock those video ads. Now I'll just wait for my sales to expire. How much do I have? Can I upgrade? What expenses am I gonna have? I'm maxed out on features. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the framework as soon as I have the research points for it. So I need 500 research points. Will I get 500 research points, or will my sales contracts expire first? I don't know how much is left on my sales contracts. I usually don't pay a lot of attention to that. A lot of time when I'm in fast growth mode, I'm just looking to max those out, and I'll turn them over every 10 days. For now, that's funny. So he's saying, how is Scott Silva still working here? If we look at the job requirements, fire Scott Silva is one of his job requirements, or is one of his demands. That's funny. Demands play into productivity though, because if the more of the demands that you fulfill, the more of a performance bonus the employee can have. So later in the game, when I'm looking to really maximize performance, I want to fulfill as many of the demands as possible so that it keeps my performance up across the board. So that does come into play. At some point, I'm going to really start caring about those bonuses. But for now, I'm just kind of riding it out. This I might have said a little bit in the first stream that it's so playing this game in a way is a lot like the work that I do during the day, especially at the time. I started an IT service company. I was running a digital market, not a digital marketing, but like a digital marketing analytics SaaS company for a couple years. And so a lot of this same kind of stuff, I'd be making spreadsheets. Like for this game, I would make production spreadsheets and production schedules and forecasts and projections, and just insane. And almost worse, because that's the same stuff that I was doing like at my day job. I just couldn't get enough of it, so I'd be in here doing it all the time. I forget what I even came in here for, but it's just it's such a fun game. But I love business. So now I'm actually in operations, and I have a job where I just like optimize things all day long, and I love it because it's just like this game. I'm looking for how to optimize it, and that's exactly what I'm doing with this challenge, is looking to get every accomplishment in the absolute minimum amount of time. Doesn't get any better than that. All right, so let's upgrade these ads. We're going to get rid of our text ads. We are going to install our video ads. Oh, this is going to be sweet. I hope I didn't screw up the math on how many. 1.9. And what did I sell? Twos? I'm maxed out on users. Can we upgrade the framework? Oh, I need to unlock it still. How much more do I have left for the framework? What I'm considering is, do I just want to sacrifice cash to get those extra 200,000 users? But it's going to take me a day or two to upgrade the framework, then I have to spend on marketing. So I'm just gonna undersell these a little bit. I think I'm still gonna go do pretty well because now I'm selling video ads. So I'm starting at 760. I'll have to come down a little bit here. So I'm leaving some money on the table for sure. I'll actually come down to 1.8. But I can go for the full 10 days and I can bring a much higher rate in. So I'm significantly increasing my rate here just by updating the types of ads that I sell. And this is my pretty standard negotiating tactic, is that I'll just go kind of one controls with at a time until I get down to this closer point, and then I'll just kind of try to match them as they come down. I'll come up, kind of a meet in the middle approach. I'm gonna let that renew, and I'm also gonna clean out the low balls here. Same thing, get them right down to the 1.8. And here I want to give myself a little bit of breathing room, which is why I'm choosing the 1.8, because I don't want to underperform on the contract. Take a very similar approach to the negotiation, just come down one click at a time till we get close to meeting in the middle. And there we go. So now I should be in pretty good shape. You know what? I'm not going to renew those. This is going to be a big 10 days for us. And right now, see now it's getting good. Now I'm making 21 grand a day. So now we're starting to think about what it's going to take to upgrade those servers. So let's see how fast we can get this framework upgraded. Need just a couple more research points, and oh, so close. There we go. Get this upgraded on the site. I've got the money because I took those cash investments. Now I can come and upgrade features on the page. And now I can get up to 3 million users. All right. So I'm easily now going to get 1 million users in the page. I've got 21 to spare. So we're going to make this a 25K spend. That's still going to leave me with a little bit of a cash profit. How much do I think I'm going to grow in a week at that spend? 25? Should I go for 3 million? I'm going to go for 3 million views. Let's wipe these out. Let's sell 3. Let's go 32. Can I get? I'm going to try and get to 32. Wipe those out. 32. All right, let's see if we can get there. In fact, I might even spend a little bit more. I'm gonna run another campaign. I'm gonna spend another 25 here. So I'm losing a good chunk every day, but I want to get to that 32. Can I get there? All right, let's see what happens. I'm rushing to get to that. Virtual hardware. All right, let's add an instance here. We'll add another instance. We'll add another instance. I haven't really made much progress on my second goal of 200 CU in 200% overclocking for 1 million CU of server space. But let's think about that here for a second. Virtual hardware. Am I going to need any of this stuff? I don't remember what goes into these servers, how I end up building them out. What can we see about the servers and hosting? Yeah, it doesn't say what I need to I think I need some of the intermediate sysadmin stuff. So I'm gonna unlock that once I get to those points. And I'm shooting for 3.2 million views, impressions. Spending a lot of money to get there. It looks like I'm pretty well on track. Even if my contracts end, I'm going to let it go because the user base is growing. I think I'm going to get to that level. Oh, I'm easily going to get to that level. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm not going to be there soon enough that I think I'm going to go start looking at different contracts. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so let's pause at least one of these campaigns. Got another investment offer. All right, should I do it? Pull the trigger on another accomplishment. I could take both of these. And boom. Sell out. Own less than 50% of your company. I need to see what it looks like so that I can update my graphics. And there it is. All right. Boom. Graphics updated. I'm a sellout. Hit a quick save. Continue. All right. Yeah, things are going. All right. So I'm going to get to this million users pretty handily here. And oh, I'm going to do it right now. So I'm just going to wait and watch that tick over, and I will get my big accomplishment that'll let me move out of this building. Then I'll do a little bit of regrouping here. There it is, small but efficient. Oh, and my contracts just sold? I got it. Small but efficient is a big one. I got to take care of that first. All right, small but efficient. What's that look like? I've got to look at it because on my graphics here at the top of the screen, I only have the pictures. I didn't think to label them. So I have to see what the actual accomplishment looks like. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that where I am? There we go. Hit a quick save there. Okay. Let's just clean up where we are right now and then decide about what we're going to do. So I know that I have the views. So I've got 3.5. I was selling these contracts for 3.2. So we'll just take the best paying one. So here's 820, 3.2. It's going to be a nice fat deal. I'll do it for 10 days. We'll max out the price to see if I get as much money as possible. I used to be really hesitant about asking for more money, but now I usually just kind of like stretch. In some cases with the video ads, I'll go all the way to the right. And here, like you can see that he's starting to get irritated, but he's going to stick with me. And now we're just about there. So I might be able to get him to 1160. I could definitely get him 1150. So I ask for that extra 10 cents. And at this level, if you're talking about 3.2 million views, a $9 cost per thousand, 10 cents makes a difference. So it's worth going for that extra little bit. Now, okay, so 31%. Here's what we're going to do. 31%. I'm still growing. I'm going to go for 5. Is 5 enough? 60% would be 6. I'm going to go for 7. I'm going to go for 7.2. I'm going to go for 7.2. I'll let him research it. Actually, let me I'm always nervous to just wipe them out on the first salesperson because sometimes they pool. I don't know what makes that happen. Max amount. So like let's look. I'll just go for the full amount. Let's see what happens. See, he's not unhappy. He came up $1.20 on his offer. Now let's start working down. Nah. So he didn't love that. He thinks I'm still messing with him a little bit, but he's not mad yet. All right, he's still with me. He's still with me. We're gonna do pretty well. We're gonna get yeah. Look at that, man. I'm gonna send him the same offer again. He's gonna take it. Oh, look at that. I didn't even have to renegotiate. I said 1250. He said 1230. I said 1250. He said I'll take it. Boom. That's how it works. All right, let's check on. So what did I do here? I did 7.2. All right, so 7.2 is a little bit more than double, but I'm at 31% capacity. So my assumption is if I get to 60 or 70% capacity, then I double this contract and I'm right where I want to be. I could maybe even go for a little bit more, but I feel pretty comfortable with this. I'm going to let it auto renew in the meantime because I don't want to be super time crunched, even though I think I'm going to be fine. And look, now I'm making 43 grand a day on these ads. So the marketing, I'm going to actually turn this marketing back on. My hosting now is going to get to be a problem. And here's where I'm going to have to really look at the server space. So if I go back to these accomplishments, let's look at what we got here. Is this the way I want to do it? Yeah, I can look at it this way. So done. A lot of these are no big deal. I'll fire so some of these are just going to happen by way of gameplay. Fire 5 employees, hire 1 employee, hire 10 employees. All that's just going to happen. I don't need to worry about it. I've got my loan. The ultimate goal is that I fully fund my retirement, I go bankrupt, and I do it on day 1000. So and that's it. The last goal that I have, is it the last goal? I think I actually have to get this one first and then get bankruptcy, but they're both going to happen on day 1000. On 50% of your website, done. Some of these will happen later in the game. Overclocker is a big one. It doesn't have to happen at a specific time, but it's easiest for me to do it in my first server farm than to come back after I've already built a server farm and try and do this. Otherwise, getting all servers to 200% overclocking is a real pain in the ass. Resolve 1,000 support tickets. It's just going to happen. Reaching it. So this one you got to start. Like you have to make a concerted effort to get this one. 100,000% units of a certain component. Like that's not just going to happen naturally during gameplay, but that's pretty easy to do. Bankruptcy, like I said, that's my biggest risk one. Is sometimes in the middle of the game I get a little aggressive about my growth, and you actually saw a little bit of that today where I was kind of in that like race the clock to see if I can get to a certain growth level based on the money that I had to spend. So that's something I need to watch out for. So this is going to have a lot of these are just going to happen. So small but efficient. This was the big one early in the game that you have to just be careful about, because if you miss your chance, it's over. Research everything. Response time. Fast support is a fun one. That's going to be exciting when we get to that. Not many people get that achievement. I can very reliably do it. So I'll share that tip. I don't know if I think I've told one other person the easy way to do that, and it is very easy. Most people totally overthink it. So stay tuned for that for sure. The retirement stuff. Yeah, I mean that's really. So from here on out, I just need to not go bankrupt, pretty much, and play a good game. So with that, let's head back over to the game here. Oh, I stopped my music. What was I thinking about there? Missed that through the entire show. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Okay, so let's think about what we got to do here. I've got my contract sold. This is Stream Beats, by the way, Hair Seller. Love it. Love following Hair Seller. You should definitely check them out. Stream Beats is awesome. Royalty-free music to play on your stream, or to not play on your stream for the first 55 minutes until you're about to shut down. Whatever. Oh, here's another fun one. When I'm ready to upgrade this, so my focus when I build the sites is early on just building landing pages, because they're super cheap to build. I just need a designer and a developer, and they can make all the components, and I can upgrade those really quickly and increase the number of users, as you've seen me doing here. So just keep maxing those out. Now I can support a bunch of users. This is going to make me a ton of money in ad revenue, and it's cheap money because I'm really just focusing on building inexpensive, fast to produce components that 2 people can make, upgrade the site like crazy, sell ads like crazy, make money. And that sets the stage for everything else that I want to do in the game. So I'm in really good shape now. Once you get profitable, you have a lot of flexibility. I do have some time pressure because I want to make all this happen in 1,000 days. And as you can see, I'm already a little bit more than 10% into that. Not concerned about that yet. A lot's going to happen in the last 700 and 800 days. I'm sorry, in the last like 200, 300 days. So things accelerate pretty quickly from here. And the big one. So do the only thing I'm thinking about is if I want to go ahead and upgrade that office space now. Once I do it, I can't go back. So I'm trying to think if there's any downside to upgrading the office space. I've already gotten the million users. Changing office space isn't going to change anything about the server farm, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. We'll head over to the city map, and the next office space I can upgrade to, I think, is Harbor Street downtown. It has a max of 20 workstations. I'm going to fill that up pretty easily. Give me another 10 grand. I can fill in some more desks, so let's so I'm going to keep buying hiring researchers. I'm going to hire network admins. I messed that one up. And I'm also going to start looking at hiring managers. Now that I've got a seat, we'll put Carlos back in the game. Get him upgraded. All right, let's see what all our people look like. We'll upgrade Sean. We'll get everybody training again. And I am going to hire... Oh, look at that money I'm making. 67 grand a day. Did my marketing turn off? Oh, see, I'm not running any marketing. That's cool though. That's cool. That's cool. What happens to my hosting over? Yeah, see. All right, got my first support ticket. I've already hired a supporter, and they are already working the ticket. Cool, cool, cool. And she's telling me, Pam here is telling me that I need to start building out my servers, which I am aware of. I'm gonna get some more researchers on staff here first though. Let me recruit a few more researchers. Researchers are gonna become very important later in the game. There's a lot that I'm gonna do late in the game. Probably gonna look at building an ad blocker at some point. That requires a ton of research points. And one of the other objectives is to research everything, which also requires a lot of research points. So I'm gonna look for researchers who are coming in at least a 190 or above and grab them up. And I'll just run over here, get this person seated, start training. So here's another 190, here's a 191. Seated in training. Seated in training. Let's grab one more if they're in. Oh, there we go, 195, perfect. All right, we'll wipe these out. And then we'll actually, I'm gonna hire 2 more sysadmins. And then we'll start talking about managers and HR managers and some of the other hiring spots. All right, so this is helpful because it tells me that my current contract is 32, but I can see that I've been producing 35, close to 36 for the last 2 days. So when I'm evaluating how much I can upgrade my contracts, this is an easy way to keep tabs on whether I'm charging about the right price point. And ideally, I want to be at like 80-85% of max capacity so that if I ever have a dip in customer satisfaction or whatever, that I can absorb that. And why is this showing me? Oh, 118% server usage is not ideal. So let's see what I can do to upgrade some features. I have no overhead there. Are my designers both working? Didn't I hire another designer? Yeah, there we go. Oh, you gotta stop training, start producing. You're already maxed out. All right. Find some rockstar sysadmins here. Oh, there we go. Grab that one up. There's one. Looking for like one. Accept those all day long. Looking for like my 195s to 195s to 200s. Kind of hold out for one or two more here. All right, one should be coming due. Let's see. Give me a good strong one. Give me a good strong one. Actually, just today, there we go. I got to play the first test of the new game from this developer. Super exciting. You guys are gonna love it. Oh, super speed. Have an employee reach a base speed of 480. All right, let's go deal with that. Get this dude seated and producing and training. Seated, producing, start training. Do I have one more in here? Oh, there we go, 199. I'll take it. All right, I'll cancel that. Maybe start developing again. Get this person seated. Producing, training. Now I can come over here and upgrade the next sysadmin kit if I need it, but I think I've actually got to unlock some hosting stuff here. I wish I remembered what it took to configure these servers. These servers are pretty cheap. Intermediate server pack 3. I know these other servers require some advanced components. I just don't remember about these 3U servers. I think these are good for the overclocking that I need to do. I just don't remember what the components are. All right. At any rate, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me. Oh, I need more research points anyway. All right, let's let that go. Get started with the small hosting. Oh, where's the hosting building? Is it this one? There we go. Welcome to my server center. Isn't it beautiful? All right, so for this accomplishment, I need to generate a minimum of 2,500 CU. That's going to be no problem. So let's head in here to hosting. I don't want to spend my entire budget on that, so I'll just start with these little racks. It's fine. Cheap servers, it's fine. All right, let's get one installed here. So I do like to try and balance these. A cache server has 500 throughput, 200 throughput, 300 throughput. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a cache server. That's 500. I'm gonna buy 2 small web servers, and I'm gonna buy a small database server. And we're gonna come overclock these to 200. I'm gonna try to configure the entire rack. What's it gonna take? Oh, see, I'm all set. I can totally do that. But now I'm too hot. And what I normally do is fill in the, oh, I can get rack coolers. See, I shouldn't have bought those little ones. All right, whatever, it's cool. It's fine. All right, so let's add some rack coolers here. get to, there we go. So with these rack coolers, I now am where I need to be. I could use some more database space. Let's buy, this will help me test if I can configure these or not. I can't because I need these other components. All right, no worries. We're going to detach that. We will add another database server. And I think we're going to add one more rack. Sorry, one more rack cooler. Boom, there we go. All right, so this entire rack is temperature neutral. It will keep itself running. I don't need to worry about heat throttling. I've got them totally maxed out on overclocking, and I'm producing 1100 C. Actually, I think that's including my data center also. Let me, what's it gonna cost me to duplicate that? 61 grand. Duplicate. Duplicate. Oh, are they hot now? All right, see, I gotta watch my budget. I don't want to go too crazy here. This is where I run into trouble. I told y'all before. Start to get kind of aggressive. All right, so if I double that, I'll be at 1 million on my double overclocked servers. I'm actually going to come in here and remove these instances. My hosting building, 100% allocated to my site. And if I'm running, I am in good shape. All right, so we'll take a quick break here. Just to touch base on where we are. I've got my hosting. I'm generating CU. I'm actually going to hold out and get this 1 million. I'm going to get this 1 million CU tonight here before I wrap up the stream. And then I'll have achieved both goals. Let me just check in on the goals. What did we say we're going to do? Get profitable? Done. 1 million users? Done. Start on server clocking? Done. I'm going to go farther. I'm going to finish server overclocking. Once I finish server overclocking, overclocking is not typically something I like to do. When it comes to servers, I mean, I will. This is fine. And maybe you could even say it's an efficient way to do it. It just, I don't know, it feels difficult to manage for me for some reason. Maybe that's ridiculous. Maybe it's a good use of resources. Servers is another area where I kind of don't mind spending money on resources, but maybe I should be a little bit more careful about that because one of my objectives is this $1 trillion of cash on hand. So I'll think about that, but I think I'm in pretty good shape overall. So we're just going to keep this going. We'll let this game run a little bit. I'm producing what I need to produce. We'll flip back over to my office space. Got my people here doing their thing. Check in on where we are. We get these things upgraded here. What's our performance look like? So I like this to be under 1. I think fully upgraded, you can get it down to like 0.1 or 0.2. It's a little higher than what I'd like, and I think that does affect user satisfaction and how long people stick around. It doesn't show up here at all unless it gets really bad, but page times definitely seem to come into play when it comes to growth rates and how happy people are with the service. 0.6. Where did I leave off here? All right, so I'm not, these contracts are not going to expire, right? And my next goal that I'm shooting for is 7.2 million. So here I'm going to kind of prune the cheap contracts. Same here. Prune these ones that are, oh, see, there's an 840 at 7.2. If I can sell that, I'm going to be very happy. I'm making 64 grand a day, so I'm actually going to turn these ads back on now that I've got capacity and I've got my hosting going. All right. I like the way this is going. User count's going up. Once I see that get to like 5, 6, then I'll go ahead and turn off those ads all day long. Except just ask me for a raise, you're gonna get it every single time. All right, and we're gonna get 1 million CU in server space right now. Oh, that's not gonna make my users happy. There we go. Oh, that's not 1 million. That's 134,000. Oh boy, that was pretty brutal. Rude awakening. Okay, so I am not gonna do that tonight, and I'm actually I knew there was something off about that, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I kind of tricked myself into that one. All right, we're gonna have to revisit that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want these tall racks, right? Yeah. I want these tall racks. I feel like I want these 3U servers. Do I want to go all the way for these 4U bad boys? Man, I feel like I had a pretty good formula for this at one point, but I don't remember what it is. I think I'm gonna go for these 3Us. See what I can do with them. Let me just wait for my researchers to catch up here. You guys are all researching? Once I can upgrade those, I'm gonna see what it takes to. This is the hazard with this game, man. I plan to take an hour. I hit all my accomplishments, but it's always just that one more thing. I just want to but if I can just get to this thing, then I can keep playing, or then I can stop. But there's always that one more thing that's just out of reach. That's why this game is so addictive. So right now I'm thinking okay, if I can just unlock that one thing, then I can see how what my admins need to produce. Except then I'll set them up for it and see oh, but if I just have them do this, then I can do some other thing. And it's such a trap. It happens every single time. I end up playing this game for hours and hours. Oh, it's brutal. But it is what it is. It's the life I choose. It's the life I chose. I don't even want to look. Let me look while we're sitting here. How many hours have I spent playing Startup Company? Can I find that out? Startup Company. 391 hours playing Startup Company. If I had a full-time job, that would be almost 10 weeks of full-time work playing Startup Company. 10 weeks is close to 3 months. Full-time work playing Startup Company, as if I didn't have a job already. But here I am. Can't help it. It's an awesome game. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's unlock these. What happens if I try and build out one of these servers? So we're going to build a tall server. And we're going to fill it with some of these. Do I have the money for it? See here again, I start to get a little greedy. All right, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. All right. 25,000, 4,000. There we go. And I think I'm actually just going to duplicate those all again. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll fill in the rest with rat coolers. And what does it take to configure one of these? Okay, so what I need: process management, cron job, and continuous integration. Process management, cron job, and continuous integration. So I think these fall in the intermediate kit for sysadmins. Process management, cron job, continuous integration. So we'll unlock that. How many do I need? $120, $120, $120, $32, $32, $32. So that's what, 3 to 1 for each of these? 3 to 1. Is that 3 to 1? I'm just trying to think about my production plan here. So what I'm gonna have to do is come over here and tell these. So I've got to have them making these. So I've got 20. If I've got 25 of those, and I need 3 to 1. So I basically want to build up about 100 of these to be even on inventory. All right. All right, let's get these guys going. What that warning is saying is that I'm stopping them from working something that they've already started on. And so they're going to lose that productivity. Like right here, he's working on this one. When I stop it, it's going to tell me that the time that he's already spent on that is going to be lost and not recovered. And I say, I don't care. It would take me longer to come back and manage it than to just take that loss. So that's, again, like the little dollars I don't care about. I'm focused on the big dollars. All right, so what can we do? Oh, and let's talk about overclocking. Let's overclock all these bad boys. See where that gets us. All right, see what happens when we turn this thing on. This beast here, $1.2 million machine. I don't know if you've ever been in one of these giant hosting facilities. Not like this like crappy basement. That's like kind of hosting facility I had when I was in IT. I'm talking about. So one of the companies I worked with had like a rack in a giant legit hosting service company. And it's really cool because it's like just this giant room full of air conditioners and server racks. And you have to wear sound protection over your ears because it's so loud, of just these air conditioners and servers making this incredible noise. And that did not produce as much additional CU as I wanted because these are all completely overheating. Okay. So let's power some of these down. What do we have to do? Let me turn on a web server. All right. I can live with that. So let's just take these out. You know what? I might get there tonight. $1,000, 800. All right, let's start building another one of these out here then. I'm gonna stick with it. Let's stick with it. Install, buy, install, maxed out, configure these. Oh, I wanted to configure the entire rack. Get that rack configured, they're overheating. Okay, so now we get our coolers in. Let's see how many coolers we have to load to cool this thing down. Getting there. Okay, we're green now. And how many spaces do I have left? All right. So let's add another database server. Max it out. Configure it. Let's add another cache server. Max it out. Configure it. All right, now we're starting to overheat. Accept that raise, baby. All you gotta do is ask. Get money from me all day long. I am trying to keep a little bit of an eye on my money here so that I don't go bankrupt. In fact, let's check in on where I am with my advertising and all that nonsense. All right. So I was building towards 7.2. Whoa, 12 million views? What? Wow. Okay. So man, let's these guys just renewed. All right, let's lose all these contracts and let's go for 15 milli. Kill those contracts. Squash them. Don't renew them. 15 milli. There we go. All right. Boy, I should have been paying attention to that. Left a ton of money on the table. Let's see how my marketing's doing. Still got room on marketing. That ad's going to die soon, but that's cool. Let's check in on my features. Well, I think the performance is worth more to me right now than the levels. So I'm going to just keep producing units. Let's see where we are in production here. So we got 39. All right, we're pretty close to where we want to be now. So let's even this out. And this is just a way to try and balance. Like if you notice when we were building the servers, it cost more of the of these three components than of these three components. So I just want to make sure that they're producing about what it's going to take to keep upgrading things evenly. I want to be spending these components at about the same rate that I'm bringing them in. And I'm not bringing in that 60 grand a month or 60 grand a day that I was. So I got to get my spending under control a little bit here. But I'm not going to let that hurt me too much. Let's add another web server. Max it out. Configure it. And what I'm going off here is what I see down here. So right now it's telling me that web server is my bottleneck. So I'm going to focus on adding web servers, but I'm keeping everything maxed out. I'm going to start up another rack here. Oh. And we're going to go with that web server. Max it out. Configure it. Coolers. Oh, I'm adding database servers. Duh. All right, let's try actually adding what they're asking for, which is web servers. Pay attention, Mike. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. All right. I'm just gonna add a couple here. Web servers, that's what they're asking for. Max them out. Let's configure the rack. Put some more coolers in there. All right, and now I gotta worry about making some more money. Can't keep spending like that. That's cool, but can't keep spending like that. Didn't lose any employees. Still producing away. Checking on my production. Oh, man. No wonder. See, I was getting ahead of myself. This is where I start to have trouble. I told you all along, my number one risk is that I'm going to go bankrupt before the end of the game. And that's what I'm flirting with here. Okay, so let's get some ads going. Video ads. I'm almost at my 15 million. You know what? I'm just going to take the loss for... I want to get there. I want to get to the 15 million. Can't help it. I'm right there. I'm right there. Let's just survive a day. Survive one more day and get... Oh, because they turn off my other ad. I knew that ad was going to run out. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I was not paying close enough attention. All right. I might get to 15 million right now. I'm not doing great on money, but it's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. It's all good, man. All right. And oh, so close. So close. All right, we're gonna get this tomorrow. In game tomorrow, not tomorrow. I'm getting it tonight. This is the risk. All right, there we go. Boom. Stop the clock. Let's sell these ads. 15 million. I'd like to have an 820 in there or an 840, but I'll take a 760. It is what it is. We'll see what we can get here. Got a little flexibility. Got some backup offers if I piss anybody off. Not going to get 12 for it, but do I want to take the 11? I'm going to take one last shot and maybe I'll leave. Oh, he took it. Okay. So I'm going to lock that in for the time being. Just so I don't have to think about it again right away. There we go. See, 860. That's where I want to be starting. If I start at 860, then I'll bring them all the way up. That's what I'm looking for. Now we can have a negotiation. I want to get this guy over 12 for sure. For sure. Look how generous I am. 1290. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. This is going to be beautiful. And he took it 12. That might be one of the best contracts I've ever sold. Let's see where we are now. Oh, $288,000 a day. That's where I want to be. And it's about to get even better because I don't even need to be running that campaign for right now. All right, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So let's see where we're at. Check on support. Support's another one. So there's two things that I can screw up that hurt me. One is bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is devastating. If I go bankrupt before day 1000, it's over. Like that's just the end of it. The other is messing up support isn't unrecoverable, but it really sucks to spend all this time building a site only to lose all of your users because of support problems without even realizing it until all of a sudden you're looking around saying, hey, where did all my users go on that site? Why is it flashing red like that? It happens, believe me. It's definitely a risk. Not something we want to go through. But we're in good shape right now. Okay, so I am going to commit to getting that server accomplishment, man. I want it. It's right there. I'm halfway there. Let's do it. Keep an eye on my cache. Supports 100%. Server usage is so low. I'm not using it. I'm only doing it for this accomplishment. It's kind of reckless, but I'm in pretty good shape. That revenue number should really start jumping up here pretty quickly right now. Investment offer from the Gold family. Let's see what that is. Ooh, 4 million. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. Buy me some servers. All right, let's buy some servers. What do I need? I need a cache. Max it out, configure it. Now I need web servers. Max it out, configure it. Get some cooling racks in there. And let's go for another cache. So at this point, my strategy here is I'm basically looking at these performance levels: web server 50, cache 58, database 52, and upgrading whatever the lowest one is. So right now, web server is the lowest. The next thing I'm going to put in is another web server. Actually, the next thing I'm going to put in is a cooling rack until my temperatures come back in line, which they just did. Web server is what I need next, so I'm going to put another web server in. Did I put another web server in? Oh, I'm out of space. Yeah, look at that. I guess I'm not putting another web server in. Okay, start another rack. Oh, I'm close. Close. All right, now I need another web server. Man, these people just keep asking for money and I keep giving it to them. Is that gonna hurt me? I know I keep saying don't worry about it, just give me the money. But at some point, do I worry about it? One thing that you find that I found out about this game is that dissatisfaction doesn't typically cause people to quit. So I can really afford to just kind of buy them off. Sometimes if I play, I want to worry about keeping people happy and building a legit company. Like, this is the speed run. It's just about quick and dirty, get to the end, make your money, move on. And that's exactly what I'm doing. All right, I gotta pay attention here a little bit. Let me hammer through some of these. Throw a couple more of these in because I know I'm gonna need them. I don't know how many. And now I am to a database server. That. Figure it. Getting pretty close. You know, at this point, I'm just gonna do this. So, boom, 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 boom. Let's max it all out. Mass configure the rack. Oh, I'm out of components. I gotta catch up on firewall and virtual hardware. I'm behind on firewall and virtual hardware. Firewall and virtual hardware. Let's go check on where my production is with these guys. I didn't need to sacrifice that one. All right, I'm just trying to bump up the production of these components so that I can get them a little bit faster. I'm pretty good on some of those. So let's check on my speed here. Who needs to be upgraded? Oh, definitely want to upgrade these researchers. See there again, should have done that a while ago. Upgrade levels, get them training. All right. Get them training. Another thing I can do here is just come in and pay everybody bonuses, because that makes everybody happy again. Brings everybody's mood back up to 100% for the time being, which is nice. Little performance increase. I don't have to worry about people threatening to quit all the time. So here I'm now under a DDoS attack, which means that I'm getting hit with additional server load, but I have so many servers queued up that it's really not even touching me. I can totally absorb this DDoS attack. And this is actually the position I like to be in. There's DDoS protection as a feature, which decreases happiness on the site. And there's also overclocking and rate controllers that are available for the server rooms, so that you can upgrade, maybe I would say, like boost the overclocking during DDoS attacks or if you go viral. My approach generally is to have too many servers and just absorb overages that way, especially once I start getting up to the Fusion servers, because they don't overclock. Well, if at all. I'm not sure if it's a feature, but they don't like it. Very, very difficult to keep them cooled. So I'm making 300,000 a day. I'm going to finish building out my server farm. I should check in to see it, like if there's anything that I'm not paying attention to. So 17,000, I'm at 15 mil. I'm not really going to do much better than that with this framework. So let's see. No, I can do better than this with the framework. So I'm going to actually start researching double that. So I'm going to start researching 30 million. Can I do 30 million? Yeah. I'm going to start researching at 30 million. And my logic there is I'm at 15 million now. And for my site features, I'm at 2/5, half of my potential. So my goal is going to be to max out my level. I'll be able to sell twice as many ads, and I'll still be on the same framework with my same costs. So let's turn this marketing back on. And go ahead and fill up those users, and I think we're in really good shape for the game. I should check in on my accomplishments. I bet I actually have some stuff that I could what's going on? Oh, these haven't been configured. All right. Get this cooled off. Let's call that a rack. Oh, I'm so close. Look at this. I'm within 26,000 of getting that achievement as well. All right. So once I get this achievement, it's the end of the session. I mean, I'm going to check on where everything is, but as soon as I get this achievement, it's shutdown time. We're just going to set all our accomplishments, close up shop for the night. We're like almost there. All right, so let's go back to this strategy. We need a web server. We'll overclock it, configure it, and cool it. I'm just gonna add a bunch of coolers here, so I don't have to worry about them. Let's add a database. Add that. Add another web. Add another database. Add another web. Let's oh, I didn't mean to duplicate it. I meant to mass configure it. And there we are. Am I not overclocked on everything? Let's see, did I get the accomplishment? And I just didn't see it? Where's the Overclocker? 1 million CUs with all servers at 200%. All right, I must have a server that's not 200%. Let's find it. Let's find it. I am producing 1 million CU, right? Am I reading that right? Are you screaming at me that I'm missing something obvious? Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't turn any of these up? What was going on? This is the one I just checked, right? Boom, Overclocker. 1 million CUs with all servers at 200%. I just forgot to turn one of them on. All right, let me upgrade my graphics here. What's Overclocker look like? I know I just looked at it, but I don't remember things like this. And there we are. Boom, got the accomplishment. All right, let's see if we're synced up here. 11 to 29. What do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am missing something. I've got these first 4. Not have as you will. Then I've got Into the Black. Got the Small Loan. Got Sellout. We've got the Overclocker. Not So Creative. Super Speed. I never updated Super Speed. That's right. I did get that. I got that a while ago. I don't know why I didn't think to come and upgrade the graphics. All right, there we go. So that's updated. All right, so now my graphics are synced up. Let me do a quick save. I've got my server farm. Like, this is an ugly server farm. What I like to do is to get to the biggest room, do fusion servers with rack coolers and nothing else, and then just boom, 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 copy them as many times as I can. So that's what I'm working towards. As we get through this game here, I may need to reconsider that a little bit in the context of preserving cache, but I'm not totally decided on what I'm going to do about that yet. One strategy, I've never tried this, but somebody had done a video about how you could sell the site to get that 57 mil. I think to some extent that's going to be a necessary part of the strategy to get deeper in the game. I feel like, so 228 days, that means I'm basically a quarter of the way through, and I don't feel anywhere close to where I need to be for this to work. So I think what's going to start happening in the next session, and let me come back over to look at some of my goals. So I hit these. Today. So this is going to be for tomorrow. The next day. We did these, we got profitable. So let's clear those out. For the next day, what are we going to do? We're going to start using outsourcing execs, and we're going to get managers set up. Managers and HR specialists. So the outsourcing execs are going to help us to grab components faster. Managers are going to help us manage our performance, our production plan. And HR reps are going to help us keep employees happy. We're probably also going to look at moving up to the next office space, hitting this 10 million user goal. What's my maximum capacity? So I'm close to having the capacity for 10 million users now. Let me just ride this out. See, here we go. Just one more thing. Just one more thing. That's all I got to do. If I can just get that one more accomplishment. So what I'm going to do is going to try and max out this level, or get this up to level 400. I think 500 is the max, but we'll get that to 400, and that'll open up the door. So now we have the capacity for 10 million registered users. That's our next level. We'll get money for that. We'll definitely be able to hit that 30 million for our ads. That'll help our profitability. So, and then we might actually, will we start our next site? We're gonna have to start thinking about how to get to some of those #1 spots. I feel like once we get the outsourcing execs, things can start moving a little bit faster, because you'll notice that I haven't hired a bunch of development resources. I don't have senior developers. I don't have rows and rows of designers and developers. And the reason for that is that I plan to use outsourcing execs to buy a lot of that stuff, which is a strategy I've had a lot of success with in the past. I guess I honestly don't know if it's actually the fastest or the cheapest way to do it, but it feels faster. So that's what I'm going to stick with. But that's the game for the day. So I think tomorrow I'll start to share probably a little bit more about my personal business experience and some of the stuff that I've done. I'm a former Marine, so I can share some stories about the Marine Corps. And if you're watching on YouTube, you stuck with me this far, then please, please, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, comment, let me know if you're into the game. If you want to watch along, you can check me out on Twitch. Twitch.com/ZenMike is where I'm streaming this live right now. And I'll upload the video to YouTube as soon as I'm done here. Need to probably get better about the promotion stuff. Try and start to develop a little bit of a community here. But I'd love for some people who want to play along, who want to participate in the chat. I don't have to just sit here and talk about the game. I'm doing this because I like the engagement. I like to interact with people. Yesterday I did my live streaming trivia show for the first time, trivia night for my World Affairs Council, and that was so much fun. You could find that on youtube.com/whackredding if you wanted to see what that was about. And I think I'm going to try and do that as a weekly thing, and I might just do it here on this channel. If they're not interested in having me do it for the World Affairs Council, they think weekly might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. We'll see if I can find some people to play along with me. Then we had a lot of fun. It was a great format. I think I'll do it more here. But yeah, comment. Let me know what you think. What do you want to hear? What don't you want to hear? And I will be back here again tomorrow on Twitch. I don't have a regular schedule yet, but we'll just get some streams going, see what happens. And with that, I will wrap up. I appreciate you joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.